Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now what I'm going to do today is take care of this very faded headlight lens, which is on my very old Audi A3 2001 model. It's not a new car, it's 17 years old, and this lens has become very faded, even though it's quite clean. You can see there's not a lot of dust or dirt. It is just faded due to oxidation. Oxidation which is also sped up by a lot of exposure to the sun. The things I'm going to use today is, firstly, you'll need a nice soft cloth. I've got an old t-shirt part here. I think it comes from the 1980s. This was quite popular in those days. I've got a pair of scissors and tape, because I want to tape off the edges where I'm going to be polishing using the toothpaste, because I don't want the toothpaste getting onto the body while I'm rubbing, because the toothpaste is abrasive and it may damage the paintwork. That's just me being overcautious. You'll also need some water. The toothpaste I will be using is my favorite, Aquafresh High Definition. Thank you, Captain Aquafresh. This is the whitening toothpaste of Aquafresh. You could use other toothpaste, I suppose, but the whitening toothpaste is a little more abrasive, and that is going to help to get off the oxidation on this lens. With our cloth, just rub it down lightly, and you can see it does not really affect it that much, but at least it's now cleaned. Okay, I'm also going to clean the edges where I want to stick my insulation tape. Okay, now that I have the paint area around the lens masked off, I can start applying the toothpaste. Now, why does the toothpaste work? A lot of people are under the impression you just rub it all over, you leave it there, and it'll do its job. It doesn't work that way. The reason toothpaste works, and you don't need a lot, this is a half tube, almost done, and I'm even not going to use that much. The reason it works is because whitening toothpaste, especially, I'm not vouching for any other toothpaste, whitening toothpaste, this whitening toothpaste contains very fine abrasives, and it is those abrasives which actually scour off a very fine layer of the plastics in the lens. And I must also mention, put some time aside, at least half an hour. It's not a quick process. You need to get it all over, and you are going to rub over and over and over, because basically think of like a rubbing compound. As it starts to dry, you can add either more toothpaste, because you want to scour off that very fine layer of plastic which has become dull. Now you'll see, because we are working in the sun, it's obviously going to dry, and that is where the water comes in. So you just dip your finger into the water and you are going to continue scouring. You do not need a lot of toothpaste. You actually just need a fine layer of toothpaste, because it scours. It's like a rubbing compound, and you just continue rubbing, fill as much of the area as you can, over and over. You need to be prepared to do this for at least 5 minutes, but the longer you do it, the better your result is going to be. I would say about 10 to 15 minutes, and you are going to get quite a nice shine out of this lens. Now, as you saw, I actually used about as much toothpaste now as you would use when brushing your teeth. you don't need to use an entire tube of toothpaste. I've seen people covering this entire lens with copious amounts of toothpaste. It's unnecessary. You do not need that much. I'm going to put on a little more. Here we go. Because as it rubs down, yeah, you work by feel. As you feel it's the toothpaste gets a little too little, add a little more. Now I like to change the direction and keep it to circles, longitudinal. As you feel it smooth in the one direction, you change direction. So you keep to the one direction until it smooths, and as soon as you feel it start smoothing, you can change direction. Toothpaste is a very, very fine abrasive. It's obviously made very fine because they don't want you to destroy your teeth. And we can already see that it is looking a lot better. A lot of the yellow is gone. I'm not even going to add any more toothpaste because I think I've gotten it pretty much cleaned. Other advantages of this job, it smells good. It's not like using all other weird compounds. Now most of the toothpaste is now gone. I've pretty much washed it off as I've been working, and for this very last stage, now you can see that is not just toothpaste. That is some serious gunk which has come off the lens. I'm going to add a little more toothpaste, a little more, about as much as you would brushing teeth. So the front part, I'm going to add a little more just for the side. This thing's got a huge lens. Now this final part would be just to do a normal cleaning, basically wash the lens, and then we're going to dry it. Thank you, Captain Aquafresh. Rinse it off with good amounts of water just to get all the toothpaste out of the way. Once we have cleaned that off nicely, you can use a nice soft cloth to dry it. And rub vigorously to clean off all the gunk. Now, I'm quite happy with that result. And just pull off these off the tape, and there we go. Now you can add polish to this, or Windex, whatever your favorite polish is, but that is already a lot better than it was. Now you can actually continue and do it again if you would like it even more bright, but this already is looking fantastic compared to what it looked like in the beginning. So there you go, guys. That is how you clean an old lens with toothpaste. Catch you in the next one.